Hey Rachel and Emily, it's Sunday again, and today I just got back from DJ, which is the yearly kind of big retreat for our diocese of Lafayette, and takes place at Guerin, and it started Friday night, went all day Saturday, and then ended today. So I think today I'm just going to kind of talk about that and like what we did. So Friday, what did we do? Shoot, I don't know. Okay, we went there. I know that much. And first you have like, just sort of like introduction, sing songs, play games, whatever. And you get your t-shirt and your name tag, and you get to sign like this big poster that they have every year. And everybody signs their name on it, and they like hang it up. And then we like sang songs, and we had like an opening talk for our main speaker, who was a deacon. His name was Ralph Pollo, and he was a really good speaker. His talks were more like serious and intense, but they were really good. And so he had a talk that night, and then we had adoration for like an hour, and I went to confession, which that was awesome. I needed to do that because I hadn't been for like 2 months. Whoops. So that was really cool, and adoration was good. It wasn't like that spiritually moving for me. I think just because I've done it like so many times that there's only so many revelations I can have, and I haven't really like changed all that much over the last year. And so yeah, but it was so good. I still enjoyed it and whatnot. And so that night we had a snack. Well, actually I didn't have a snack, I just kind of left because I wanted to go back to the place where we sleep. And we had small group time before that, which is always, it's like my favorite part, getting to know everybody in my like group, because a lot of kids from my church who don't usually come to youth group come to this retreat, and I keep moving my hands like this. It's weird. I don't like it. But yeah, it was really good getting to know all of them too. And so then we went back to where we were sleeping. The guys slept at St. Maria Goretti in Westfield, and on a gym floor. Yay, comfy. But it wasn't that bad. And yep, so we slept there and played cards and stuff, and just ate food because we like food a lot. And then Saturday, got to wake up at 6:15 in the morning, which is earlier than I wake up for school, so that was not really fun. And what happened next? Okay, yeah, we got there and we ate breakfast, and we kind of like all passed out in the hallway because we were really tired, until we had to go and like sing more and go to mass and whatnot. We sang a lot at DJ. It was like, by the end it was kind of like not good because they kept doing the same songs over and over and over and over. I was just like, ugh. But yeah, that's kind of just how it is. And so we had mass. I think that's what we did in the morning. I don't know. That was like a whole day ago. Can't even remember. And then we had like the guys and girls split up, and we had a guys talk and a girls talk, and that was really good. The guys talk was by Deacon Ralph again, and it was good. And oh yeah, before that we had a talk from a lady named Heather Vento, and she actually is from around here and used to babysit in Kingswood, and so that was cool to just hear her story and her witness. And yeah, and then we had the guys and the girls talk, and then we had more small group time, but it was like just the guys and just the girls. So that was good too, just to like talk about those things that you can't really talk about with each other, you know, that stuff. Anyways, then I think we ate lunch, which was like a sandwich or something, and we hung out with the seminarians. Rachel, you probably don't know what a seminarian is. You might, I'm not sure. But it's basically somebody who's studying to become a priest. And yeah, the seminarians from our diocese, a lot of them are like really young, like just out of college or even high school. And so they're really awesome, and they're just really like in tune with their faith and God. And so they're really inspirational to me and a lot of the people from my church and really everywhere. But yeah, so they're awesome. And after lunch, I think we went and sang more. Oh, and then they had like a professional comedy sports team come in, and they like played a match, which I think would have been a good idea, because in the past they've done like minute-to-win-it games, and everyone just kind of like, eh. So, but I think this was a good idea, but unfortunately a lot of people were talking, and we couldn't really hear the match, so that wasn't so good. But it was still good. And because I think they like to have a less serious thing before what I'm about to talk about, which is like the most serious part of the retreat, and usually the most moving. And so, yeah, we did that. And then I think we ate dinner. Yeah, and we like sang more, because you gotta sing, because you do. And then we had dinner, which was pasta and salad. Yep, salad. And we just kind of like hung out in the hallways for a while. Did I say this was at Garen? I think I did. But yeah, it was at Garen. And then after that, we went back into the gym, which is where we like gather for all the big talks and whatnot. And it's always freezing cold because there's 1,000 people in there, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna get really hot, but then it's actually really cold. And it's like cold, yeah, it's like cold. It's like hot and then cold, and it just keeps like going up and down. So it's kind of annoying, but it's like part of the experience is the ever-changing temperature. And so, I keep saying and so. Grr, so annoying. I just said so again. I'm gonna say and so. We had another talk from Deacon Ralph, I think. Yeah. And then we had a talk from a girl who is a freshman in college. And this is how it usually is. Before like the main part I'm about to get to, they have a talk from somebody who's like a young person that we can really relate to, who's like in college or just out of college, and like how DJ has changed them and their witness to the faith and whatnot. And then they had the skit, which is always so many feelings. It's always so good. It always has to do with like we fall down and we like get caught up in all the sins and crap in the world that's not good and evil and badness, but then Christ can always come and save us, and will even lay down his life for us, as we've seen, obviously, and save us from those things. And the skit is just always really moving and powerful. I'm going to try to put a link down below to some skits from previous DJs, because I doubt they'll have up the one from this year yet. But yeah, the skit is probably my favorite part of the whole retreat. It's just awesome. And then right after that we go straight into adoration, because everyone's already really emotional and just really like connects well, and it's like just energy, and it's really an amazing experience. And Father Richard, who is the pastor at Our Lady of Mount Carmel, gave like a short talk about adoration and the Eucharist and Christ living in the Eucharist and whatnot. And then we had adoration for like 3 hours, which was a lot of kneeling. But basically, what's really special about that adoration is that Father Richard comes around with the monstrance, which is the shiny thing that the Eucharist is in during adoration. and he comes around to every single person, all 1,000, however many people were there, and you get to not actually, you touch the humeral veil, which is what Father Richard wears, and that's what he holds the monstrance with, and it's not even like a blessing from him at that point, it's totally a blessing directly from Christ to you, like right there, and it's just really surreal, and it's really awesome, and it's like a blessing of healing mostly for like anyone who needs healing, which most people do, or if you don't, then you can offer it up for someone else to be healed of whatever ailments, physical, emotional, mental, whatever. But that's probably the most moving part of the whole retreat. Like, half the people will be bawling on the ground, like crying from joy / sadness / awe. They actually like come around with boxes of tissues ready because this happens every year, but it's really awesome. And so yeah, that was basically Saturday night, and then we went back to our sleeping place, and this is getting really long, sorry, just bear with me. And at my sleeping place I kind of had a good talk with the guys from my group who I didn't know very well beforehand, and so it was really awesome to get to know them, and I think that was like one of the main reasons I was meant to go on the retreat this year, was to get to know them and like sort of bring them more in touch with their faith. And so went to sleep for like 3 hours because it's a retreat and you don't sleep at all. And then got up, packed up all our stuff, went back to Garen, ate breakfast, whatever. And then we just kind of had like closing talks. And then we had like 3 videos made by the seminarians. That one was about like being great. One was about like, oh whoa, the camera's flipped and it looked really weird. One was about like screens and TV and laptops and whatnot, and how we use them way too much and we waste so much time doing nothing with our lives. And it's so true, and I hate that it's true, but it is. And so that was really like enlightening and eye-opening. Then the other video was about, it was about evangelization and how we should want to share our faith with others, and don't always think of it as, oh, I don't want to shove it down their throat, because that's different from sharing your faith. Yeah, but they were really good videos. And then we had like final talks, more singing, of course, and then we had mass, which like half of us were falling asleep because we had like no sleep, so that part wasn't good, but it was still a good mass, and that was pretty emotional too, because it was the seniors' last basically retreat of their high school career, and so it was really sad to know that I'm never going to go on retreat with them again, but I still get to spend the rest of this year with them and hopefully see them after that. So that's good. And so we had mass, and then we sang more, and then we had basically the closing video, which they filmed throughout the first 2 days of Friday and Saturday, and then they edited it all together, and it's like a big video, and you like relive the last 2 days in fast motion, and you're like, oh, things happening, and it's just a really good way to wrap up the weekend, and I enjoy that a lot. I might put a link to one of those in the description too, so you can kind of get like a feel for it. But yeah, so then after that I came home, then went to Steak and Shake to eat with the people I just got done retreating with, and then we ate there, and then I came home, I fell asleep, then I went to Reagan's volleyball game, and then we ate more food. Then I came home and I watched The Amazing Race, because Joey Graceffa, my favorite YouTuber ever, is on The Amazing Race. This is like Oh, it's just so amazing. I can't even handle it. But if you need a show to watch, watch The Amazing Race, because he is awesome. Yep. I don't know why I do that. I keep like stopping to make creepy faces. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's actually 1:20 in the morning right now, filming this video. And then I also watched Worst Cooks in America, because I watched that show, and it is good. But I think that's all, and I will try to put those videos down there in the doobly-doo. And also you should watch the Brain Scoop, because that is such a good channel, and it's so like sciencey, and I love it so much. And I think that is all. May the odds be ever in your favor. Goodbye.